Let's just mention the Liverpool one, Damien. They got a proper examination by Inter over the 2 legs, didn't they?
Yeah, and they stood up. But that's to be expected. We're at the knockout stage of the Champions League. We're playing against a really, really good team in Inter Milan. Now, Inter Milan had their chances in the first leg. Liverpool got out of there with a 2-0 lead. And then last night, they really stood up, Liverpool. They had to, because Inter Milan threw everything at them. And even when the goal went in, I almost wished the red card didn't come, because then it would have been...
Set it up. Seemed to be just set up.
It was setting it up. I mean, Liverpool were probably still capable against 10 men of withstanding it. They have that doggedness about them. They have that experience and calmness to see out big Champions League nights. They never would have panicked, but I think the red card just took a little bit of the steam out of them. But what a night Alexis Sanchez had. His work rate was incredible. Of course, he had two crazy tackles. The one in the first half of Thiago was a desperate tackle, perhaps warranted a red card on its own. And that one there, I felt he was a little bit unlucky. To the letter of the law
is that a situation where your blood is up? It's such a big occasion, and
I think when you slow it down like that, Tom, I think the players are it's very, very hard. You want to win the ball. All you see is the ball. You toe poke it away. You can't imagine the speed he's moving at and the speed that actually happens at for him to be able to think, I need to pull my leg away. There's a difference, really, between, extending your leg and deliberately catching someone. But I think there's football incidents in the game. And I know the way the game has gone, those types of challenges have been outlawed. I think he was desperately unlucky. It was just his will to get there. The first one was reckless, obviously, and as I said, could have been a red card on its own. But I felt a little bit for him there, because you can't imagine how quick that actually happens. And he's not thinking about Fabinho, because Fabinho's not standing there. He comes across him. He's nicked the ball, and Fabinho's just come across him. And like I said, he didn't extend his leg. He just caught him. But I suppose it is a second
for him. It was a crucial moment in the tie. Great quote from Jurgen Klopp afterwards, because that's the first home game they lost in just over a year, wasn't it? Said the art of football is to lose the right games, and they obviously did the job in the first leg. Like, will he look at that and kind of go, "What's a few things I'm worried about," or will we look at the fact that we hit the post 3 times last night? No, on another night, a few of those go in, and it's a much easier, more comfortable night.
Well, I think he took some risks last night in the team he played. I mean, he didn't play Henderson at the start. I think if he was picking his best team at the moment, Henderson would be definitely in the starting 11. And I'm not sure that the front 3 he picked last night is his best front 3 either. I think that... So there was a certain risk element involved in that. I also thought they played cautiously in the middle of the field with Curtis Jones, Thiago, Fabinho. They didn't really support the front 3 as often as they normally would, and they had these clear-cut chances, but they were very sporadic in the game. I mean, they kept Salah very, very quiet indeed. Mane and Jota didn't play particularly well. Brilliant ball by Mane here, and he catches it lovely. Unfortunately, just hits the post, inch or two inside, and it was in the net. But he had a quiet game by his standards, I thought, Salah last night. But I think Liverpool were content enough with that as long as they were reasonably solid defensively, they weren't going to throw the kitchen sink at it as they normally would on an Anfield night, European game.
Because they didn't need to. And even with that conservative, Brian, very conservative midfield, still hit the post or the crossbar 3 times. It still created a host of chances. I mean, that's the art of seeing out a second leg. Conservative enough, but also dangerous enough in a counter-attack.
Yeah, as the man says, the art of losing the right games, as Jurgen Klopp said.